Hi, second grade. So I'm going to be talking to you about part of digital citizenship with this lesson. One way to be a good digital citizen is to only go to places online that you know are trustworthy. A word that we use to say trustworthy is credible. That means that when you go on the internet and you find information to use for any of your classroom projects, you are going to be looking for information that you can trust to be true. Not everything on the internet is true. So today I'm going to be showing you a resource that I love to use to find information. It's called World Book Online. And this is a trustworthy and credible site. So let's go ahead and look at what you're going to be doing today. When you do log into World Book Online, you will have to type in this username. It's FHE Library, and the password is Firebirds. All of that is lowercase. Okay, so here we go. Today you're going to be learning to use a digital resource to find information. So we're going to be looking at that nonfiction text, not a story today. We're going to also be talking about credible and finding good, trustworthy information online. So here's a link to an article about the pyramids because we know that Neon Red sent a picture, a postcard home from the pyramids. So I want us to take a look at that and see if he could have really been in New Jersey. That's what we're trying to figure out when he was sending a postcard from pyramids. So we're going to click right here on this link. Notice that it pops down underneath it, and that is the part you click on. And I am not having to enter that username and password because I've already been on it with my computer, but you probably will the first time. So just remember that. All right, so one thing I want you to look at is this is called World Book Kids. That's the name of this resource. And if you scroll down past the big picture, you get a lot of text there. So it's a little bit of a long article. I want you to try to read it the best you can, but if you need help reading this, there are tools right here. So do you see this gear in the top right corner? If you click on that gear, you can click on this Hear Text Read Aloud. And then it says you'll click or tap a paragraph to begin the read aloud. So you would scroll down and you could click right here and it would start reading for you. It's not going to work on mine because this is only going to be recording my voice, but for you, it should hopefully work. And that's a good option too, since we are still really working on learning to read, for you to be able to listen to this article. All right, so let's go back to our assignment. One thing I wanted you to do, it says, a fact I learned about pyramids in Egypt. Now, also to be a good digital citizen, we can't just copy the fact word for word from the article. So a strategy I have all my kiddos do is you can actually copy and paste a sentence or two from World Book. So let me see if I'm probably going to need to get out of this and go back into it. You can copy and paste a sentence or two. So I'm just going to do these two sentences right here. So the keyboard shortcut, notice I dragged with my mouse and I highlighted those two sentences. Then I take my hand off the mouse and I'm going to use a keyboard shortcut to copy those two sentences onto my document. So Control C. You hold down the Control key and then you type in C. Then I go back to my document. And in this box, it says copied and pasted from World Book. So now I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut for paste, Control V. So I hold the Control key down and then I find the V and they both get punched at the same time. So now you're probably saying, okay, Mrs. Jameson, you told us not to copy and paste. I did tell you that. But the reason you copied and pasted into this chart is so you could look at just those 2 or 3 sentences. And then you can try to put that in your own words over here. Notice how it says from my brain in my own words, because being a good digital citizen means we paraphrase. And that word just means that we put everything that we read online into our own words so that we're not copying exactly from what the author said. We don't want to be stealing. So here it says the ruins of 35 major pyramids still stand near the Nile River in Egypt. Each was built to protect the mummy of an Egyptian king. That's the part I'm going to focus on for my one fact. So instead of saying each was built to protect the mummy of an Egyptian king, I'm going to say it in a different way, even though it's going to be telling you basically the same thing. It's just going to be for my own brain instead of the words of World Book. So here I go. Pyramids were made in ancient Egypt to protect. Oh, now see, look, notice I used the word protect and it was used over here too. So I probably need to come up with a different word instead of using protect. So, let me see here. What is a different word? Pyramids were made in ancient Egypt to keep the dead bodies of kings safe. These were called mummies. Okay, so notice I said the same thing. Pyramids were made in ancient Egypt to keep the dead bodies of kings safe. Same thing as protect, only in my own words. Now I'm going to scroll down. Then it says, what is the name of the website this information came from? This should be an easy one. We're just going to give credit to World Book right there. Okay. Then I want you to think really hard and answer this question. After reading about pyramids, do you think Neon Crayon was correct when he said he was from New Jersey? Why or why not? So do you think he could have been in New Jersey when he was sending that postcard if he was really seeing pyramids? Think about it and then type your answer. Have fun.